Just put an extra. Give me a sec. This is scuffed. There we go. There we go. Alright. Alright. I think that was my this one is the capture for Dicey Dungeon. It has to be zoomed in very slightly to make it fit right. Okay. Time for Loop Hero again. Yeah. I'm not sure what I was doing the last time. It's been a while actually. It's been like a few days. I've had some, I've had a lot of good warrior runs. I've had a lot of good necromancer runs, but I haven't had really garbage rogue runs, and I'm not sure why. It's like if I'm doing something wrong, or like if I'm building something wrong, I'm not sure. Have I? Apparently I've met him 2 times, but I haven't beat him 2 times. So I gotta beat him 2 more times, so. Okay. Gets fully healed for 100% increase to damage after the death of an ally. Yeah, this guy's kinda nuts, isn't he? You know, I don't care. I'm beating him with my boy, the Necromancer. So I think I had a bunch of, what are they called? I don't know. I'm not a fan of the beacons. The beacons are kinda, I don't know. Not a big fan. Dude, I got a bunch of these afterlife orbs, which means I probably don't need all these cemeteries. I don't know. Where do I get these and these? These and these. There's a... Let me check the encyclopedia for monsters to see what these boys give. They give living fabric, which goes into evolution orbs. And my boys, where are they at? Where are my boys? There's my boy. He gives also a living fragment, so it doesn't really matter. The heck's a time shard? Dude, I don't even know. Do I have a... Which one of these is time? It's probably astral, right? It's probably astral. Yeah, it's gotta be. Probably. Okay. That's what I want. Rocks. I always like rocks. Oh, I gotta change that to the crypt, because the arsenal doesn't really... I've always wanted to see like what the arsenal adds, you know? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I want attack speed, right? This one's attack speed, but I don't know what I want. And this one increases days, right? So maybe I want a bunch of meadows? Question mark? Maybe. Rocks. I like rocks. I don't know what that says about me. but I like rocks. Me and my girlfriend paint rocks a lot. Like, I don't know if that's the thing that other people do, but it's something that I've really enjoyed doing with her, is painting rocks. I straight up don't know. Well, eeny, meeny, miny, moe, tick. There's no way this could go badly. That's what I'm gonna say, that's what I'm gonna stick to. Ooh, now we're at the cap. Doing me. Whew. Sure. Sure, bro. I don't see how this could go wrong. Once upon a time, some random guy said, "Yo, I wonder how this could go wrong," before he realized it went very, very wrong. Why do you get 2 books at the start? Because you can only use 1, right? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I got big yawns. Big yawn. Big yawn. This is kind of the mood I'm in right now. Is a little tired. That's kind of late. I'm sorry, that's kind of late. But I was like, I'm not tired enough to go to bed. I could just sleep, or like lay down and try to sleep. That is a thing that I could do. If I want my river to do this number, whoop to whoop. I have that. I think that's what I want my river to do. If you place a bunch of stuff right by the beginning or the end, what you'll get is, you get all your archers to help you, so it's not so bad. Although I think I could take some spiders anyway. Big yawn. Sometimes I like to look at my analytics and just see like how many people are watching me, or well, not many people like watch me actively, but like how many people that have seen my videos in general. And the fact that it's above 0 is like cool, but I don't know what to do with that information, because like not a lot of people are here when I'm like as I'm streaming, so it's like I want to know what kind of stuff people like, right? But it's hard because no one's really here while I stream, and yet after I'm done streaming I seem to get like 20-30 views on a video, or about mid-20s on a video. And so I'm wondering, how long did they watch? Did they like what they watched? Will they come back or watch my stream like in person? Because that's like my goal, I guess, is to like not like have a, I'm not like trying to be like super big, but it's, I would like a couple people to I don't know, just talk to every once in a while. I don't know how to place this. I don't think it matters too much right now. I'm just gonna place over here. Just say good. So hello to everyone who watches my stuff. book. Hello, one viewer. Honestly, I don't know why. It's like when I start my streams, I think this is what's happening, right? Is I'm always starting my streams, and then it takes a second to update, and then it'll say that I have a viewer. But I'm pretty sure it's probably just me, right? Because I'm on my computer, right? And at the same time I'm on my computer, I'm streaming, or I'm viewing I'm viewing the activity or the chat on my phone, which is maybe, you know, like redundant. Considering I don't know if I'll ever like have someone in the chat like as I'm streaming, but when there is, I'll be ready. I was trying to make a D&D character for a thing. You don't gotta know. I mean, it's just, you know, a campaign. And I was thinking, I saw something along the lines of like a super bulky, like bulky like sorcerer, right? Sorcerers don't get that many hit dice. They get a D6. So that's not good. You know, that's pretty garbage. A D6 for a hit die, that's pretty bad. But Constitution's, you know, a flat number, right? You have +1 Constitution, then every level you get +1 health. And so I was like, what if, right? You just make a super big yawn. Oh god. Oh no. Maybe I am sleepy. I was thinking about what would happen. You made like a super tanky sorcerer. And what you could do, right, is like, getting so fucking sidetracked. What you could do is just oh no it's just tank things, you know. You want to be up close and personal with everybody. So that was the thought. So I was like, what race, first of all, is the best at, you know, just by themselves? Oh no, they're not saying that. Like on their own, being the best at just being bulky, you know? So I was looking down the list, and there's a lot of like good contenders for bulky. So obviously you want to look at Constitution, right? Because that's like my main stat that I'm looking at is Constitution. And so we're looking at things like definitely the dwarf and I want to spread these out a little bit. The dwarf and the let's say barbarian. I meant orc. You can have an orc. Yeah, we can just go all in on attack speed. That's attack speed's already. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, maybe we don't have the best skeletons, but we got them. We got Skelly Boys. I haven't been stocking up on potions, so are these just like percentages? Yeah, it heals you by 8% HP, which is not very great, you know, when you don't have that much HP. So normally, right, I would normally take, probably here I'd take Postmortem Toil. But I've never taken this one, so did my character finish that last guy off, I guess? Or maybe that skeleton isn't affected by what was it? Ambitions of the Dead until I spawn the skeleton with Ambitions of the Dead. Ambitions of the Dead maybe will keep my skeletons alive longer. I don't know if I necessarily need them to. Because Ransack Squad. It's like the Suicide Squad, but worse. Nope. Really what I'm using these beacons for isn't the reduction, the road lanterns. I'm not really using them for the reduction. I'm getting a bonus to attack because of some of my stuff while I'm inside the radius of the road lanterns, and that's really what I'm using them for. More so than what they're actually for. I don't know if I can do this while I'm looping, right? But so yeah, I was thinking Mountain Dwarf because not only do you get, so you think his strength is pretty worthless, but with all those guide to everything, they added the optional rules, which is basically just like, yo, what if they just had different stats? And so they could basically have whatever stats you really feel like, as long as you have like a in-story basically reason why they should have these stats instead of their in-game stats that they're based with. And so yeah, if you take, instead of a +2 in strength, you take a +2 in charisma, then you have a +2 con, +2 charisma character that has proficiency in medium armor right off the bat. Which is good for a sorcerer anyway, because sorcerers don't really like pumping their decks, and they don't really like, you know, like building full into, well, not, I mean, you should have some decks, but you're not gonna be like maxing your decks, right? So it can be pretty good to maybe just give them alternate stats. This affects 5 tiles, this affects, say, 8 tiles. So if I affect these 8 though, then I would have, so 3, 3. Is there a more efficient way to do that? 3, 2. No, it's gonna take 3 no matter what I do. So maybe it doesn't matter. Just do the most I can now. Yeah, and then you can have, so then when you put in your stats, so if you do like, I normally, if I'm making a character for myself, I like to just roll for it, but If I'm just making like a concept character, I like to just do point buy. It just feels... I don't know. It feels like if you're gonna make a concept character instead of like a character you're gonna play, it just feels better to use point buy. You can have your own opinions, but that's just how I feel about it, I guess. You know, I might do after this. It's true. After we get done with this run, it's gonna sound weird. I mean, I don't got anything like. It's gonna sound weird, right? But I might just instead, right? I might just instead of like doing another run, do like an on-stream character build. And I'll just edit it out of the video that I post on YouTube. Because I don't think people really want to see. Well, I don't know what they want to see, I'll be honest with you. Maybe there's a huge demographic for D&D people. I found way more people to play D&D with me than I thought I'd find in college. Well, of course, I think I went to the right groups of people to begin with. So I started... So when I first got to college, I joined a club called GCO. And it was a gaming club. Well, gaming club is weird, right? Okay, so it was a game creation organization, right? So we made garbage games. I say they're garbage, but they were fun to make at the time. They're super fun. They're so fun. You can play them. Although the Game Jam games that we made, some of the releases that we did when we put them online kind of broke. But anyone who's made a game and posted on GitHub would know that sometimes your GitHub just doesn't, when you try to like export it and then export the game, it sometimes doesn't turn out right, and I don't know why that exactly is. But yeah, for all intents and purposes, the games are a little bit buggy, but I find them funnier that way, so maybe that's just me. But I love them. In a bit of a, maybe like a reminiscing way. Yeah, there's certain cards I haven't even seen this run. Vanishes a random enemy at the start of battle? What? He just says no. You're not allowed to play. Get out. Okay, that's fine. I didn't know they did that. I think skeleton level, I should just be like boot. I don't really, because normally I like max attack speed. I think this time I can just max like summon level and everything, and probably be pretty well off because of Ambitions of the Dead and yeah. A thicket. Yeah, he really just did banish that dude. He was like, yeah. This is my house, fool. And just kicked him out. No. Oh, another level up. I like prep ceremony, right? Because I have all of these things that make the day, you know, happen over and over and over again, right? And I'm just trying to strengthen skeletons anyway, so this way I can really just pump up my skeleton level. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Just skeleton level. Oh, but back to the back to D&D, although that's probably not what you guys want to talk about, is so we're doing like a high magic campaign. What I mean by that is like, you know, I have those campaigns that are like low magic or high magic, being like how many like magic items are in your sessions. And our session, at least this campaign is like super high magic, to the point where like, you know, my DM likes to make his own magic items, and you know, it gets a little out of hand, I think, sometimes, but it works out. Like, it's not super bad. And if he does make something that he knows is a little bit OP, he'll curse it, like straight up. It's cursed. So if it's too good to be true, it probably is. It's probably just cursed. Like a cursed magic sword that does like, oh, dude, what the fuck did it do? It was like a great sword that did some absurd number of damage. Our barbarian's like, heck yeah. And we're like, dude, it's cursed. But in barbarians, he just sees a big number. And big number mean big damage. So he swung with big number. A lot. But the thing was, it was like every time that he crit with the weapon, he had to make like a wisdom save? I might have meant charisma save. To not get possessed. I don't remember which one it is to like resist mind, you know. I think it can be either one. But yeah, to not get possessed. And you know, eventually, right, he loses and has to like fight against us. And so we have to fight him with the big sword. And I was like, you know, maybe this wouldn't have happened, you know, in hindsight, if we just didn't use the obviously cursed sword. But I guess hindsight's 20/20, right? And who can say no to big number? It's a temptation that many of us have a trouble dealing with, is big number. My DM tried to tell me, you know, with big number before, right? He says, hey, you know, this thing could do big number, and I'm like, well, but is it cursed? He looks at me. I look at him. He looks at me. I look at him. He's looking at me, and then we're like, yeah, it's cursed. All the shit he gives. I mean, it's not all the shit he gives us is cursed, but it's like, if you have to ask if it's cursed, it's probably cursed. In our campaign, anyway. And I mean, I don't think it's like a bad thing. Cause like I really like the way that he DMs. He's very organized, and he has a lot of things that he plans out beforehand, and makes the session go a lot smoother. Stuff that like he might not even know will be useful, right? Like he might have a couple of encounters set up beforehand that he might not even use, that he's like probably hoping that we get to, but knows probably that yeah, we're not gonna get to it because we're pretty stupid, you know, and so we're gonna end up just like la-di-da-di-da, we're gonna spend half the session in town because that's what we like doing. I mean, on the bright side, you can if you like doing it, is RPing a lot of character. I mean, like character stuff, and I like doing that, but to a point. I'm also kind of a fighter kind of person. I like you. I'm definitely a mage player. And by that I just mean like anything mage. It can be sorcerer, warlock. I've never actually played a wizard. I don't know why, but they just seem like a lamer sorcerer, warlock. I've also played clerics. And I also have played a lot of... Oh, I've played artificers, rangers. I've never played a paladin. Paladin's the only like half caster that I have yet to play, because the only other half caster, well, the other half casters are the artificer and the ranger. I've multi-classed into monk before and fighter. So I guess what does that leave? That I've multi-classed in a barbarian, so I haven't ever been a paladin, and I've never been a wizard. So maybe the next character I make is the paladin wizard. I'm not sure how that would work, but you know, maybe it would be OP, who knows. I should look it up, like best paladin wizard build, just for someone to tell me, yo, that's a dumb build. 'Cause it is. I know it is. I know it's dumb, but it's my kind of dumb. I really want a grove. A grove would make me pretty happy. Someone's probably screaming at me, use the treasuries! I'll use the treasuries, give me a sec. I don't know, I'm not a treasury kind of guy. They don't really speak to me. I don't really want to put that there, because I want to put the thing there. So... And I also gotta remember my river. Yeah, I'm kind of screwing up my river. I'm really screwing up my river. Dude, this river is kind of whack now, but that's okay. That's okay. Who knows if we would have even gotten over there. I don't know. I don't know if this run will make it for that long, because I'm not planning on like extra looping this one too hard. The most I can probably get is 3, yeah, 3 there, 3 there. Pretty much just 3 about anywhere. I don't want to place them here, right, because of river. The rains down in Africa and all that jazz. I'm gonna select this one square, but that's fine. Maybe I'll put like a village there. Yeah. Yeah. All these spiders are good like early game cards. But then after that it's like, I don't know. Am I getting any... I got 1 time shard, you know? Better than none. I actually don't have an Oblivion. Be gone. I'd like to have a skeleton level higher than the loop level, or the loop number. I don't think the only way to really do that is there's a level up. There's like a level up thing that'll let you. Sure, bruh. Oh, there's a growth. always want to try like running a river like through the. Cause I know you can make bridges, and I haven't made a bridge yet. That's something to do as well. Field practice is the one I was talking about, actually. Sure, bro. Might as well. I think it actually brings me down in level, funnily enough. Huh. Oh, it's level 4. I thought it was level 6 for some reason. My eyes are blind. I have lost my train of thought completely at this point. Oh, but what I was gonna say about high magic campaigns, so like my character, you know what's, it gets bad when you have like attunement slots, you only allow 3 per character, so of course it gets kind of, in a high magic campaign you have a bunch of magic items. I think one of the biggest problems is how do you manage all of your attunement slots, because you only have 3, and that doesn't change whether you're in a high magic or low magic environment. And so I think my character's finally broken that rule as well, because my DM decided to give me, or well, he didn't give it to me, right? He was selling a crown from a shopkeeper that he said like flew in on a hot air balloon, right? And this shopkeeper was selling a bunch of items that are out of all of our price ranges, to be honest. And one of them was a crown for 60,000 gold. So that would put it on what, very rare tier, or just above very rare tier, so like legendary tier, if you're talking about the normal prices for items. However, now this is a big caveat, right? This so this crown basically has, the downside is you can never sleep. Not saying that you're not, like, you don't need to sleep, just that you can't sleep. Now that'd be a problem for most people. My character straight up doesn't need to sleep, so that's it. Also, well, the reason why you can't sleep is because it constantly compels you to look at the stars during the night, which forces you to be awake during night hours. And so if I was the character, so I'm playing a warlock and I have the ability to face, not sleep. And so I just like get past that rule, so I don't even have to sleep anyway. But what it does is light allows you to cast Crown of Stars, which is I don't remember exactly what the ability does, but allows you, he said you just lets you do that once per day, and then I think like 3 times per day cast Spirit Weapon as a reaction after getting hit. That's probably like that would be the best thing if this crown wasn't broken. Like if it was just those things, I'd probably if you knocked it down like 20,000 gold, I'd probably just buy it because that sounds pretty neat. And, you know, it's a good item with a downside, which is never being able to rest. If your character needs to sleep, you would never be able to rest. And I would say, all right, that's cool. But no, this part, which I think he tacked on at the end, which didn't really think about at the time, is that he said this crown has 10 gems around the entire thing, right? And in between those are slots for more rocks/gems. And if you put it in there, it doesn't take an attunement slot if it were to anyway. And so if you think about rocks and stones and magic gems that can fit in a crown, that doesn't leave you with many options, right? There's the luck stone, which I definitely picked up immediately after picking up the crown. So that was a good one. Because like I would take it, but it takes attunement, so normally there's better things to have. But if it doesn't take attunement, then it's amazing. It's a great magic item. And I picked up the there's a bunch of things I was gonna pick up, but such as the stone of like I think it's like a stone of earth elemental summoning, right? But the problem with that one is that the rock weighs 15 pounds or something, right? And to use it, you have to touch the gem to the ground. And as funny as it would be to like lug around a 15-pound gem strapped to your skull, I was like, no, that's not gonna work. So I sadly had to not do that. However, on the flip side, there's also like another gem that like is like a full like foot long, and that's not gonna work. So basically there's a bunch of things that like get disqualified via just their size. But one thing that does work, which I asked him about, was I don't know if they're ion stones, wand stones, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but it's IOUN stone. And they have a bunch of different effects. And the rules about attuning to magic items normally goes if you can't attune to more than one of the same item. But however, if they have variations, such as for some ungodly reason, if you could attune to 2 different types of Belt of Giant Strength, is a thing that you could do. But you can't attune to, say, 2 luck stones. Sad. And since that's the case, I asked him specifically about these stones, and he said that that would be perfectly fine. So I said, you fool. And I was on my way. And so anyone who knows a thing or two about a thing or two, and these stones specifically, is that... how many did I buy? Right, so... I think about like... I bought almost every stat increase, except for charisma, right? Because I'm a warlock and I already had that like at 20, and these stones can't max it, have it go past 20, right? They're not that broken, so they only get it to 20. So I bought 5 stat increase stones, which are all like very rare, but these were like a high magic campaign. They didn't cost like a super butt ton amount, and I'm broke now, by the way. But this crown in particular, if someone stole it from me, it's like half of my net worth. And all the things that it does, because it like gives me like plus 10, you know, in different stats. Because it's a +2 in strength, dex, con, wisdom, and intelligence. and the luck stone increase. I think that's all I have in it right now, but like that's how many different things that you would take attunement, right? Because I'll be honest, my character's stats, besides for my charisma, really sucked. It's really bad. Like, I'm not gonna try and. My character was by far the worst character, like pure stat-wise. Now I thought it was thematic, right? Because I'm an archaeologist and my weapon of choice, if I had to attack, is my handy dandy crowbar. And I based my character around Indiana Jones, so I have a whip. I'm not yet proficient in the whip, but I'm trying to be proficient in the whip. And instead of being afraid of snakes, I am a snake. I am a Yuan-Ti, pureblood. A lot of people don't like that class or race just because of their magic resistance, but it's fine because I forget about that feature all the time, and so it's almost like I don't have it. So that's, that works. If I'm not using it, it's almost as if it doesn't exist. And so I think this is gonna bring my character about up to where I'm okay again. Because my character's having a tough time with charisma, or con checks specifically, because I did not have it. Because like I said earlier, if I'm making a character for myself, I like to dice roll, right? But if I'm going to make a concept character, I like to point by. And so this was a character I was going to play, so I rolled bad, and so my character felt bad. But that's, the price you pay when you leave it to the dice. Dang, my skeleton level actually went down a bit. Bruh. I wish they would stop attacking me. Oh, but yeah, I'm super happy with my character that I based on Indiana Jones. He's super fun to play. I like playing thematic characters. I think it's super fun. And so that even if I'm not, the best in combat, I'm having fun playing it. And I think that's what people should try to do, is just have fun playing D&D and not try so hard about making min-max characters. Unless, of course, that's the thing that you like to do, because I'm not going to bash anyone for wanting to min-max, right? Some people really enjoy it, and I know there's one guy in my party, the Barbarian, who really enjoys, min-maxing to the most. I feel like if you want to, get to the peak of min-maxing, though, I feel like you gotta go Wizard. Something about the Wizard just screams because it takes a lot of thinking, dude. If you want to play a Wizard, there's a bunch of things. No, there's a bajillion Wizard subclasses, and I have read actually 0 of them. I'm not a wizard fan. And maybe if I read them, I would be more in love with them. There's one wizards, there's like one or two that I've actually read, and I don't mind them. It's just like the ones that are like are good, the meta ones. It's weird saying meta ones, but the ones that are like the best are just, they're boring. It's just like plus damage, plus more damage, and I was like, okay, damage good, big number, right? Big number good. But I'm just kinda tired of big number all the time. And so yeah, I would like not smaller number, but just for like one of my friends is a DM and he complains, and I don't really complain that much, but he really dislikes how many Dragonborn Paladins he sees. And I'm not sure if it's a min-max thing. I don't know, I've never played a Dragonborn Paladin. But he complains that there's just so many of them, just like human fighters. But I think that there's a reason to do human fighter, right? I feel like human fighter is a really good introduction to D&D. If you want to introduce someone to D&D, human fighter is pretty good. Now, I don't think human fighter champion is the best, right? Because then you have too much fighter in your fighter. And then like I feel like if you're gonna go human champion fighter, then you gotta like do some fancy stuff with your you better do something pretty dang fancy with your whatchamacallits feats. You better take some fancy feats, is all I'm saying. Cause that's where all your spice comes in, you know, the spice of life is some of your feats. So I love taking feats. There's some cool feats out there, you know, and people don't give them enough credit. They only take the good ones, and I'm out here taking the ones that are kinda garbage. You know, it's all in the eye of the beholder. That has a different meaning in D&D. My girlfriend watches some of these streams, so I'm trying not to be too cringy. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll go read all the wizard subclasses, because there's like one for every school of magic, right? I don't know, I mean, let's think of my favorite schools of magic. Maybe the illusion one would be cool. Do some illusion-y things. Illusion magic. There's one that's based on like gravity. Or yeah, I think it's gravity. And it's really weird. But it's fun. And it's bad, but it's fun. But it's got a fun theme. But the class is definitely itself pretty garbage. Or the subclass is pretty garbage. Did I really make that round 4? Man, dude. I really thought I would have summoned this boss by now, I'll be honest. Max Skeleton Gang? Alright. Not sure if I'm gonna get to like the max skeletons I can make. River. Thicket. I want to place the thicket here for when the boss comes. That was like the whole idea. But I'm gonna place one here for now, just so that this all doesn't kill me. Let me find it actually while I'm looping. I probably won't die right now. I say it before I die. Nope, I leveled up, I heard it. What do you guys think? Art of Control for max skeletons plus 4? Max of 6? Post-mortem toil. This is the one it offered me originally. Or awakened fragment. Yo, I gotta do it. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get there. This time we got to 5. It's the most I've seen so far. We got a grove and a blood grove, so I can put a grove anywhere I really want. Don't know why I said it like that. It's because I'm a nerd. My sister likes to say I'm part of the nerd herd. But just because it's true does not mean it's any less rude. Oh yeah, going way back in conversation, back to my plan to make a bulky sorcerer. So I was thinking, what's the best bulky sorcerer subclass, right? So if we look at the sorcerer subclasses, we have Clockwork Soul Sorcerer, we have Divine Soul Sorcerer, we have the Shadow whatever Sorcerer, we have the one with the other new Tasha's one with the brain stuff. It's like mind stuff. I don't know what it's called right now. You can obviously tell where this is going, I guess, by what I've mentioned. What I don't remember, okay, which is the Divine Soul Sorcerer is the one that I'm probably gonna pick because it allows you the option to. Gives you the option to add cleric spells to your. Basically, cleric spells are now added to your extended spell list. So this adds creature. Oh, okay. By 5%. gotta check something. Okay, so right now it's currently at negative 19%, 19% negative, I guess. If I add a desert here, should be at, and let's just put a desert here for just checking something and get into another fight. It's now at 20. So I heard you like skeletons. Big skeleton level boost. It's almost level 9. So now they're at 20. I want to know if... No, this is already an oasis. I was hoping... Well, I guess I want to put it next to a river. Where's my character? Oh, he's over here. Yeah, so you can... If you were the Divine Soul Sorcerer, you can add the cleric spells to your extended spell list. So you can add things such as there's a bunch of like area of effect spells that you could put yourself in, and then you could take. So then you want to think like what meta magic would be cool to go along with your your cleric spells. Like what meta magic options might you want to take with your cleric spells? And I think that something that'd be really cool would be like, what was it, Careful spell? Bro, I don't have this stuff pulled up. I'm playing Loop Hero. I'm sorry, I'm actually looking this up right now because it was bugging me. I thought I favorited. Oh. There's. Sork. No results for Sork. Well, that's because I thought you were gonna look up Sorcerer, you dingus. There, Sorcerer. Alright, so if I'm looking at meta magic options, Careful spell. So yeah, if it forces other creatures to make a saving throw, you can protect some of those creatures from the spell's full force, and if you do so, you can spend 1 sorcery point and choose the number of creatures equal to up to your charisma modifier, minimum of 1, and that creature automatically succeeds. So there's certain spells such as Radiant. Dude, what is it called? It's a spell. It's a Radiant spell that basically it's a Radiant damage spell that does what? Come on, let me think. What am I trying to think of? It exhausts people. It's called Sickening Radiance. And that's like an all or nothing spell, right? So it either does its thing, right? Or it does nothing. And so And so you can save your friends, your allies from your spell, and it would do nothing. And that, you know, because that's a cleric spell, it's a warlock spell. Is it a warlock spell? I know it's a cleric spell. And yeah, there's a lot of area effect spells, especially ones. And then why would you want to be bulky, right? Well, maybe you want to put like there's certain cleric spells that are like based around where you are. What I mean by that is like centered on self of like 15 feet or something, and then you could just sit there in the middle of them. And you may be thinking, well, if that's what your plan is, then why wouldn't you just play a cleric and then play like a war cleric and have like played a war cleric, you'd have proficiency in heavy armor. And that's a good point. But then you couldn't blast people for big number. I really don't know. It's a meme build, right? I think a lot of the things that I like try to build aren't necessarily the best thing that you could do, but if you did decide to do it, it would be kind of fun, in my opinion. Again, I endorse exactly 0 of these builds with the Golemancer seal of approval. They get a Rotten Tomatoes 0 out of 10. I'm starting to get hurt a lot. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. It might just be like this whole build. It needs a little something something. I think the only thing that's carrying me is all my attack focus traits. Yeah, I definitely don't want to have too many fights. I think that it's tough for me to think of things and like play Loop Hero and try to explain my D&D at the same time. Not the easiest thing I've tried to do. Where's my character? There I am. Look, it's me. Kind of. So a version of me. Yeah, it should be pretty easy, and I'm getting pretty close to the boss. I think I'll probably do the boss this loop, the next loop. I say that brings my summon quality pretty up. Ah, yeah, that's the thing. I have a bunch of these on right now. So my damage increased by 5% when I buy road lanterns. I have like 4 of these on right now, so it's like 20% when I'm next to road lanterns. So where are my road lanterns? There they are. So it's like this side of the map. You get bonus attack. Well, I guess I have another road lantern, so. You know, I think I know why they made it so that temporal beacons don't stack with vampire mansions. It's because, like, so the max normally, right, is 5 creatures in an encounter. And then the Watchers and the Vampires overwrite that by adding 1 more to the encounter. And so if you were to, so that makes it a max of like 6 per encounter, right? And then if you were to be able to have Vampires and the Watchers there, then you could have 7 enemies per encounter. Not that people wouldn't totally do that, more just like it's probably not good for the game just to have that many enemies. I could see myself killing myself that way accidentally. Not sure where to put this anymore, I'll be honest. Well, I've taken care of most of the spots where I thought I'd like die, so I'll put it over here. You know, guys, I think that's enough people to kill 1 slime. That 1 slime is going down. That's unlucky to get this many friendly skeletons with this much summon quality. Yo, bro, that kinda hurts. More magic. Defense. I like how they always get rid of the vampire. Get out of here, vampire. We don't want your kind. What's my attack speed right now? I don't know if I have any bonus attack speed. Like, my skeletons are just so tanky, that's the only reason why I'm, like, living. But if the start's so slow, you know, it's a slow start. That could end up killing me. These are big boys. I not only have, like, bad attack speed, I also have reduced attack speed via all of these oasis. Don't tell my girlfriend I said that, because that sentence didn't make any sense. I get rid of, one more max skeleton. Oh, I was gonna say, my max skeleton right now is just from Art of Control. I get rid of one more max skeleton in exchange for a butt ton of attack speed. I'll try it. We have 109 attack speed. Oh, it's because of the thickets. Oh, whoops. I have not been paying attention. So I have plus 109 attack speed, but then I have negative 28% attack speed. That's why it still doesn't seem so bad. My skeleton level would go down, and that's sad. Let me keep all the things that I want up here, I guess, or maybe might want. I think one thing that'd be very nice would be like the ability to like favorite some of these items, right? So that they don't move in the sequence. That'd be kind of cool. So I don't have to keep like moving them back. Wait a minute. This is plus skeleton level. Plus max skeletons. It's like down in level though, that's weird. And then I could probably... if... that really only affects one square. Sure. Not like I really have to affect the count land anymore anyway. Can this build beat the Hunter? Yo, I can get the attack speed build off. Or just a bunch of skeleton level. Sure. Yeah, woo! Look at these skeletons now, they're 120, that's 102 attack, or health on the attack one. It's pretty good. Is he just the best? Oh no, his damage is way less. Yeah. Alright, we're just gonna start placing stuff just so that we can... I did not see where that went. Oh, it's here. Just so that we have the best chances of beating this boss. Every piece of attack speed. There's a chance that maybe I don't need that one and I can go with more attack speed. But, yeah. That was actually where I was gonna put the village. That's funny. I mean, if that's the case, then I can just put wastelands there, right? Do 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 do. I almost have enough time shards. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, well, now time to prepare for everything that I can do. Like, can I not place it out there? Alright. I'm gonna just cross your fingers at this point. Here we go. Hunt begins. Five Skeleboys versus two Doges and Scorchworm, because I messed that up and I maybe placed a Wasteland right behind this place. A whoopsie. That wasn't even close. I thought that was gonna be way harder. I guess I don't know. And assortment of resources, man. I mean, I don't know which one of these is good. Because I always end up defaulting to like these. I just can't show them. I always go through a lot of potions. Now I could see myself taking that. This one I don't know when I would take it, and I don't know when I would take it, so I might as well do this, so at least like, you know, I take it sometimes. Did we finally get one? Yeah, we did. We got one astral orb. Which means one away from getting the alchemist hut. Oh yeah. And if we look at our encyclopedia, no, we didn't make anything. Full there. I mean, we check our encyclopedia for the second time we killed the hunter. I just gotta kill him one more time, or hunt him. Hunt the hunter. I'm what was this? Potion Maker's Hut? Heck yeah. I can do it again, dude. I don't even care about what she says. I want to do it again. I want to upgrade this again. I think we're maxing this herbalist out. Well, I just probably poorly spent a bunch of resources, but I am all in on potions apparently. And I think if I remembered, yeah, I got one more supply thing. Potions are love, potions are life, maybe? Or more candlesticks. Can never go wrong with more candlesticks. Well, that'll be all for the YouTube video anyway. Now we can... So if you're watching on YouTube, this will be the end of the video. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. Now that those nerds are gone, we can. Here, let me do a thing. Let me exit. I don't know what the. Yeah, that's what I thought. Give me a sec. Change the capture too. I should really like get like another monitor or something. Oh, there's some recursion. Alright. So this is just me like looking at all the I was looking at Sorcerer. So these are all the so there's definitely a thing in Divine Soul. Not for its like features or anything, although the features are nice. But just more so for the actually I forgot to change the whoop, there's recursion again. Did I say that I was playing Dicey Dungeons the whole time? Yo, you know, that's my bad. That's on me. That is on me. Actually, I've been talking for quite a while. I need a glass of water for my voice box. I have my flask of water, because real men drink water out of a flask. Or it's just because that's the only thing I have next to me to fill with water. Alright. That's pretty good. So I was thinking of, for feats, right? I was looking at Medium Armor Master, but maybe you just don't care, right? Because I'm not trying to pump my... I'm not trying to pump my... Oh, there's recursion. My deck's super high. In fact, I thought maybe... Yeah, so many point by calculators. I just choose whatever one. I was mostly just thinking like... So this is what I had, right, for what I was thinking. But instead of like putting the 13 in Wisdom, I thought maybe we can just put that as a 10 and put in Dexterity. It's for another point in AC. Yeah. If I dropped Wisdom all the way down to 8, I get 14 AC. Which might be what I do. Screw it. Why not? I know how point buy works, so I'm just going to do it. And so now, if we think... we're not... I don't know if we... Okay, we wouldn't start with medium armor normally, right? So, because we start as we're for sorcerer, and a sorcerer's starting items are... I don't even know. Do they get armor? Equipment... Yeah, they don't get armor. They do not start with armor. So if we say, right, if we go to armor and we say that we start with, well, not start with, but at level like 4, we have some medium armor that we are proficient with because we are a dwarf. If I put that, we are a mountain dwarf. Then we are proficient with these, right? And let's just say, I think that a level 4 character, how much money would they have? So I normally start my level like... Let's not give them the cream of the crop. You know what? Spiked armor is thematic, right? Because sorcerers, you know... Or not sorcerers. Dwarves make spiked armor. In fact, there's a whole barbarian subclass around barbarian dwarves specifically wearing spiked armor. So let's give them spiked armor. But I feel like a level 4 character could somehow find spiked armor for 75 gold. Maybe. Depends on your campaign. But in my campaign, in my world, I think it works out. I'm just putting that. Well, yeah, I don't know why I'm putting it there. I like to put. All my stuff in there just to remember what I have. And that would give me, if we have a +2 and a 2 dexterity, and that's the max anyway, that would give us a 16 in armor class. As level 4, that's pretty good because we think about like the alternate. What we would have is, because wait, I don't know if sorcerers even get a proficiency, right? Armor, yeah, they don't get armor proficiency. So at worst, you might be taking like mage armor shield, right? To like artificially bump it up to 18 for like tiny amounts of time. But you know, we want to be a beefy boy at the front lines, right? So we're level 4, and that means that no matter what we are, we can take a feat. And there's a few feats that I'd like to look at, but definitely I think that this, very thematically, I think that where is it at? Not durable. It's like durable, but not durable. What is it? It's tough? Is that what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of tough? Or maybe it's like tough, but not. Or maybe it's durable. Your hit point maximum increases by an amount equal to twice your level when you gain this feat. Whenever you gain a level, that gives you like dude, tough, man. It just gives you a plus like 4 in Constitution for your hit point value anyway. That's kind of crazy. Cause like think about it, like my level 11 character, if I took the feat tough, would get just 22 health. Like, oh bam. That's kind of crazy, but that's not what I was thinking of. It's not what I was thinking of, but it's a good choice. Was it durable? I'm pretty sure it wasn't, but I'm gonna look at it anyway. That's not it, but also a good choice. What the heck was I thinking of? Resilient? Dude, I swear. It might be this one. I think it is. Yep. Yep, it's this one. I think this is what I took on my warlock, but I'm not sure. I don't think. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. You're already proficient in charisma and con saves. So maybe durable. I mean, what would you want to put it in? Because really, we're just thinking of like evening out, like or rounding out one of our random stats. I was thinking of like con because I wanted to be durable. So definitely take tough, but it doesn't increase your con by one. Increasing my con by one is basically taking half of tough anyway. And if I take half of tough and like another feat, then like that's not what I wanted to do. There, over here. I mean, sure, I could just make a level 8 character, right? But is that the point? Chef? Yeah, I know that increases your con. I'm looking for things that increase your con by one, but maybe. So a thing that I would definitely take would be Meta Magic Adept for this character. I would definitely take it like first or second. Probably if we're not taking it first, we're taking it second. So if we're not, I want to round out this con score, but then after that, I would definitely, if you were trying to make this character, I would definitely take Meta Magic Adept. Probably first, actually, but we're looking for big number for hit points, so. Hmm. If I remember right, so a lot of these don't really give con. At least I don't think so. I think this one's charisma. Yeah, that one's charisma. Although that could work. So I guess we can look at the charisma ones, right? So telekinetic is the one that I would think of for charisma. If we wanted to increase our charisma by one, which might be what we want to do, then we. So okay, telekinetic might be on our list, right? Okay. So we'll remember this one. We'll come back to this one. But that's definitely my top choice for if we wanted to round out our charisma score that way, or round out our charisma score instead of our constitution score first. So I think that um, whoa, okay, I can't spell. Meta Magic Adept, and let's see. Then we're trying to think of our con score. If I can find anything, like literally anything. I don't know. Athlete. It's probably like a strength thing, right? Strength and dex, climbing. I don't know. I don't know about that one, Chief. Charger. That's probably not what I'm looking for. In fact, I can almost guarantee it even before it loads. That no, no. Chef, I know increases your con. So if you wanted to make a chef, I love role playing as a chef, but it's these treats they're not good. It's not. It has a creature can use a bonus action to get treated to gain 10 hit points. Okay, okay, but er, it's not good. They're equal to your proficiency bonus, right? So your proficiency bonus is like 1, 2, 3. It's not good, but you know, teach their own. It's only like okay, if you're thinking about right, You're level 4, you don't even have to take a feat. You could just round this out, take 1 in con, 1 in charisma, and just finish it that way. Right? That wouldn't be that hard. That'd actually be a very good thing to do. I would do that. I would definitely do that. Or I might take straight 2 in charisma, just so that the next time then when I hit level 8, I can take telekinetic and round out my charisma score to a 20. That would be that'd be something I would do too. And then maybe look for what I would do for constitution. But still, I want to find something for constitution. Ugh. I know that one doesn't. I'm pretty sure it's all magic ones. I'm pretty sure it's int, whiz, and charisma. Yep. Not what I'm looking for. Grappler. I don't think my warlock or my sorcerer is going to be a grappler, but it doesn't even give me con anyway, so you don't care. I don't think Great Weapon Master gives you anything because it's already busted, so it doesn't need any more things tacked on top of it. Healer, very good, but not what I'm. Heavily armored is strength, or I don't know if it gives you anything. I know Heavy Armor Master gives you strength. Heavily armored also gives you strength. Heavy Armor Master gives you strength. Sparring Leader, Charisma, Keen Mind, Wisdom, I think. It's loading. Intelligence. Okay. Keen Mind's Intelligence. Lightly armored, I think it's Dex. Linguist is, I don't know, definitely not Con. Lucky, I don't think gives you anything extra. Nope. It's just already busted, doesn't matter. Mage Slayer, I'm pretty sure doesn't give you any extra. Mage Slayer might not be good, but I think that like Warcaster might be a good option. Giving yourself advantage on con saves to maintain your concentration with proficiency in con saves would make it so that you almost never lose your con saves. Screw it, I'm putting Warcaster on the list. I think this part's pretty garbage, but you know. If you have advantage and proficiency in something, it's pretty GG, you know. I mean, there's still chances for you to mess up, but it gets a lot more unlikely. Much, much more unlikely. So, Mage Slayer, Magic Adept, Martial Adept, Medium Armor Master gives you Dex or Strength. Meta Magic Adept, it doesn't give you anything extra, I don't think. Maybe it does. Nope. Just more meta magic options, which is a great one. Great one, absolutely fantastic. Mounted Combatant, I don't know when the last time I've looked at this was. This might be fun. I'm gonna have to make a Mounted Combatant character at some point. I don't know how you like constantly have a mount to mount. I don't know what. I'm pretty sure there's like there's gotta be a character. There's gotta be a class that has the most likely to get mounts. Or you could just make a whole character around finding your mount, you know. Observant, pretty sure that's probably wisdom. Sounds like a wisdom thing. Or int. Probably wisdom. Oh, it's both. Yeah. I'm just piercer, no. Poisoner, I don't think so. Maybe you just use your con for poison. No, you don't get anything. Polar Master, I'm pretty sure that's Polar Master, yeah. Resilient, if Resilient gave you what's it called? Expertise in something, if you already had proficiency in it, then it would be amazing. Like a must-have in like every class, I feel like. Ritual Caster, no. Savage Attacker, I don't think we want, even if it did give us a +1 in con. Sentinel, I'm pretty sure is already busted and doesn't need anything like another +1. Nope, it doesn't have it and doesn't need it. Sentinel is so broken. Shadow Touched, I already know, no. Sharpshooter, no. Shield Master? Shield Master? No. Sad. If you take the attack action, that's not going to happen. If you aren't incapacitated, you can add your shield's AC bonus to any dex saving throw. That's kind of neat. It's kind of neat. I feel like they're... I'll be honest. I feel like we really want shields with this build. Like a shield. But the problem with getting proficiency in shields is that there's only like one good way to get proficiency in shields without multi-classing. And you could have it in game where your character's practicing with a shield, you know, until you get proficient at it. And there's like in-story reasons to get proficient in shields. But if you get moderately armored, right, then you gain proficiency with medium armor and shields. Now we don't have proficiency in shields, I don't think. Pretty sure shields count as armor, and I don't see shields in here. I don't think any casters get proficiency in like shields anyway. Warlocks might get light armor. Because they need something, you know, they need a little something something. Yeah, they get light armor. But the paladins would get like, yeah, shields. I definitely feel like there's a good build to be had if we did have shields. Not saying that we'd want, what was it called? Shield Master or whatever. No, I don't think we want Shield Master, probably, but there are like there's some shields, and plus if we had a shield, just a normal shield, we could bump this bad boy up to an 18. Now, if we use the spell shield, you know, that gives us a +5 in AC, that bumps this thing up to a 21, which is pretty formidable. There's not that many things, especially at level 4. Now, if we're thinking level 4, There's very few things that can get above a 21. In fact, I think you're even as frontline, you're probably good to go right at 24 anyway. So I would not be. Whoops! I am clicking on things I should not be clicking on. Yeah. So if you did want to make this slightly different, you didn't have to go Mountain Dwarf. You could think of a different kind of dwarf. I was thinking about Mountain Dwarf purely because of the light and medium armor proficiencies. And doing that way. But if you, I think there might be other races. I don't know if there's other races. If there was a race, because the thing about the medium armor, not medium armor master, medium armor, moderately armored, is that you need proficiency in light armor to get moderately armored. So if there was another race that got I don't. If there was another race besides dwarf that got proficiency in light armor, then maybe, right? Maybe you could just take moderately armored as the second one. Yeah. Well. I think dwarf is pretty good here. And there's a lot of feats that we want anyway, right? So there's not like a whole reason to take shields anyway. And if you use one for long enough, maybe your DM will just let you have proficiency in with shields then after a while. We still didn't find our mythical con bonus, but you can always just put +1 in there when you're maxing out your other scores. So let's just see, right? If we did get this up to an 18, right? And we had a +4 in Constitution at level 4, and we were a sorcerer, not a paladin. Whoops. So we're taking a d6, right? And we're just going to go averages. So d6 or 4, right? So we're going to be 6 plus 4. So 6 plus 4 times or plus 3 times 4 plus 4 plus 4. And that's, so we got 8, 8, 16, 8, 16, 24, 24, 34. So that gives us 34. I don't know, I could have probably done that in my head faster, but I didn't. So we'd have 34 health. And now imagine what we'd have. We would have, what did I say, 24? 24 less, or not 24 less. Well, 4 times. We'd have 12 less HP if we didn't have all this con. 12 less HP. Which is, well, not 12 less. That'd be 16 less. Yeah, 16 less HP. which would bring us down to 18. We'd have our HP. It's kind of crazy. And with a good armor class and the spell shield, I mean, even at level 1, right, if we had 1 less con, right, that we'd be at 30, right, we'd be at 30 hit points. And we would have some stuff, 17 con. We're still looking okay. You know, we're still pretty tanky. You know, spiked armor, you know, you could probably, maybe you won't have spiked armor right away. Level 1. But, you know, you go on some adventures, you know, I bet you could get yourself some hide armor, you know, might be at a 14 AC with the spell shield. At level 1, that's pretty good, you know, to be a frontline sorcerer. Because you got all your cleric spells that you can use your meta magic options with. Because imagine that you can be a cleric, except for you can do things like quicken your spells. You can twin spell heal and do 140 health. I mean, sure, it'd take a lot. I mean, that's a, you know, that's a high level thing, right? But that's a lot of health you can do in one turn if you twin spell something, or twin spell the spell heal, which is good. So if you like, because you probably want to take, first thing you want to do, like once you get to level 4, is probably honestly just put 1 in each of these to get so once you get to level 4, I know this I messed that up. So if this was level 1, right, then we'd probably, if this is level 1, we'd probably be somewhere around 6 plus 3. We'd be here, right? That's not bad though. Level 1. And yeah, the first thing that you would do at level 4 is probably change this into this, and charisma there. Bring us back up to a 34. Probably getting your spiked armor at this point, right? So yeah, you can probably, and then when you get your best armor, right? Probably way later on, you could probably get a half plate, bumping this all the way up to a 17. So, if you ever get proficiency with shield, you can bump that up even higher. Especially if you're a warcaster, you can go warcaster. And so you can cast spells with something in both hands. That doesn't have to be a spellcasting focus necessarily. However, there's ways around that. There's a common item that lets you just cast through a weapon anyway. Maybe that's what you want to do. You can have a weapon be your spellcasting focus. Or most people will use because you know, like at level 4, you're probably not gonna have that many magic weapons, right? +1, +2 weapons are pretty rare. So probably get got like a +1 spellcasting focus. That'd be pretty cool, but have that. I mean, you probably have one level 8, like a +1 spellcasting focus. But I mean, this is something I would play, like a bulky frontline kind of caster, because there's a lot of, I mean, it's not as though the sorcerer is that much weaker, like bulk wise, than the cleric. right? Because the cleric, I mean, because the sorcerer gets a D6, right? And the cleric gets a D8, so you have one more hit point per level. So I would be at, if this was 4th level, I would be at 38 hit points. And you'd already have proficiency in medium armor and shields. But then that's when, so basically we're already a cleric now. With it as a dwarf with all this stuff, we've basically become a cleric. Except for, instead of having our kind of, I've never really liked channel divinities all that much. They don't seem super versatile. Instead of having that, we now have not only the entire cleric spell list, but the entire sorcerer spell list to work off of. And that's saying a lot. Like, got two very bulky spell lists. And that's kind of crazy, you know, you try and think about what you want to do with all that. And that's why I think Metamagic Adept would be very good, because you might be level 8 by the time you get Metamagic Adept, right? So level 8, you have how many? I still have only 2 Metamagic options. Yeah, you still only have 2 Metamagic options at level 8. And so when you get Metamagic Adept, you get 2 more. So now at level 8, you can get you know, well, you definitely want Twin Spell. I'd want Careful Spell. I'd want Empowered Spell is an easy one to get. I'd want Extended Spell for some of my Cleric spells. That's already 4, right? And there's things I could want. Like, I always want Transmute Spell. I always want that. I just think it's fun. Yeah, if you want to do like an actual build of a character, I would totally be down for building all the characters. In fact, earlier, like, I was thinking about like who was the best 1v1 cage match, no weapon, no armor brawler. And of course, I ended up thinking that it's pretty much any variation of Barbarian. But I found that the Lizardman Barbarian beats out almost anyone else level 1, no armor, no weapons in a cage match. Just because of its class features with its natural armor. And the natural armor actually doesn't really come into account when you put in the barbarian's unarmored defense, but it's really just where their stats are allocated, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna call it for today. Say hello to the recursion. Yeah, I'll say goodbye for now. It's been good. I'll see you guys some other time. Peace.